Hello, everybody. Welcome back, YouTube and Odyssey. I have to check in my Odyssey to make sure that the still recording there. Sorry. This table is very slippery, and my little camera mount is like slipping, sliding around. It's very annoying. So, like I said, we're back here today, and what are we talking about? We are talking about Super Tuesday cyber attack and Sweet Baby Inc. Now, I just learned what this whole Sweet Baby Inc. thing was. So apparently, like I said, I have the right here in front of you. You guys can't see this. I have my laptop here. I'm on the BlackRock.com because, as you can see, the thumbnail is the little BlackRock monster. It's a little thumbnail that I made earlier today talking about the BlackRock and everything, and I got my little chat log up here. So, what are we talking about today? So, we're talking about all this different stuff that's going on. A lot of people may realize that your cell phones haven't been working. A lot of stuff's been going on. I went fishing the other day, as you can see on my community tab, and a bunch of cyber attacks have been happening. Now, a bunch of cyber attacks happen here and there. People at Cricket Wireless, a buddy of mine who also does streams video games and stuff, which is going to be part of the conversation here. Sorry, my mustache is like super long; it's tickling my face. All the video game companies and so it's like a whole bunch of different things that are wrapped into one. But the main thing is like the BlackRock ESG. Now, what is this? Environmental, social, and governance. Now, this is what it has on the website. This is capital at risk. It says ESG integrating in BlackRock in January 2020. BlackRock committed to putting sustainability at the center. Sustainability, remember the words, right? Sustainability at the center of our investment process based on a conviction. Integrating sustainability related information into the investment process can help our portfolio manage risks and better make informed investment decisions. Now, that's a lot of different stuff. Now, you may not know exactly what they're saying because a lot of this different type of stuff, as you know, they have a lot of different types of words. But it's like if you can actually see what they're saying, it makes a lot more sense. Now, in regards to what Sweet Baby Inc. is, it's like this different type of company that comes around that, you know, their CEO of this company, they will essentially blackmail, I guess you could say, by their own words, they would blackmail companies into letting them have people come into their company and advise them, as they could say, the words are advised, and we're gonna have all these fancy words. And eventually, the story comes out because remember, video game is an art form, just like a movie or a music. It has like video games. A lot of them have music in it. A lot of them have like a story. All kinds of stuff going on. So as an art form, people enjoy it, right? Some movies have spin-offs and all different kinds of stories, all different kinds of books. They just came out with a very popular Harry Potter game, sold, untold hundreds of millions of dollars worth of, in a couple of months. I remember hearing, I don't remember what the exact numbers, but it was a lot. And so there's always an uproar about these games, like, oh my God, this game is, you may not, if you don't play video games, you may not hear this, but people who, even if you occasionally play games or here and there, godchildren or people that I know that children have played video games, they always, it's like, the same thing for anything. You would watch what's in the game, right? And a lot of people are complaining, oh, hello, Daryl. Daryl Guberman's in the chat. Everyone say hello to Daryl. So it's kind of like I said, what Daryl talks about. Every industry has like a group of people that are just showing up, just kind of like messing everything up, ruining everything. And in the thumbnail of this video, the giant octopus for the political cartoon that I used BlackRock as the thing. One of the tentacles, I should have put the Boeing in the other one, but like we should I'm going to do another one for the Boeing and all the other one, the ANSI and ANAV thing. One of the tentacles is Sweet Baby Inc. Now, the company name doesn't matter. It's just a group of people who are sent by one of these companies, one of these major like top-down BlackRock or these ESG. Because remember, ESG is a big thing that they're trying to integrate into everything now seamlessly. And the Sweet Baby Inc. is a company that says, oh, if you don't let us work with your video game company, let's advise how your game is going to go, which a lot of different games that they've worked on, people complain about before even knowing that they were even involved with the game. They'll say, if you don't let us advise your video game, well, we're going to make up a bunch of fake sexual, essay claims and, you raped this person. Oh my God, you hate women. And they just do that. And then again, they kicked one woman off of a game that was really popular. And then it had some other guy, some guy named Neil come in, and he was like some, again, ESG BlackRock sent, useful dumb person. And yeah, the game that he ended up making was terrible. I mean, people still played it. I'm not saying that the people that worked on it that had nothing to do with the story or the political aspect of it. They didn't do anything wrong by doing their jobs, but a lot of people, it's been going on for a while. Like, why is this happening? Why are they coming after aircraft? Like this industry, that industry, and this is part of it. ESG and the BlackRock, what they're trying to do, again, in their own opinion here, is they're trying to deliver our ESG integration for our clients. Now, who are their clients? Again, Disney owns almost everything. These parent companies that own all these other things, they are the client, and everybody else down the pyramid, all these other companies that you might think is just some place like, oh, McDonald's, or you know Fox News, or CNN, or I guess you could say, what else does Disney own? Star Wars, like everything at the same time, sports, ESPN, Hollywood, like all these different things are ESGing, like adding, we're going to have the Jew or the black person or the white guy. You know what I mean? They'll have this person. It's like a stereotypical, like almost insulting of just how like they'll complain that, oh, these people are saying all this stuff on the internet is terrible, but then you see their product and you're like, this is not represent real life. And then like, if you don't believe, they literally want you to believe in your head. If you don't, then they're going to say, oh, you're not ESG compatible, you can't get loans, we're going to take the rating of your business down lower because you're not being compatible with the new think, which is like, again, these people that they're bringing up and putting into these areas, they're not professional in any way, shape, or form. They take really good pictures, though. They take really good pictures and like, oh, look at me smiling. Good night. We'll call you some tomorrow. See you later, sir. Daryl Guberman is taking his way. He's taking a little night time there. Sorry, I'm a little spun up as BlackRock stuff. Definitely call you tomorrow, Daryl. I gotta definitely check out Daryl Guberman. He's gonna be the second. I'll probably do a second onto this video with the little octopus thing, right? So like I said, so they have all these different things, and ESG is coming into every single one of these different avenues of society, and a lot of people, they're getting hip to the game now, right? But a lot of political people, liberals, conservatives, Republicans, Democrats, socialists, communists, capitalists, like whatever these people are, they live in America, they live in whatever country, and they're very like upset that everything is just becoming terrible or just like crumbling down or becoming the quality. If you check out Daryl Guberman's videos, the quality of metals, the quality of medical, everything. What he talks about in his videos is he has like a lot of charts that he draws, right? And he'll draw like the top of the pyramid, like the top, like I guess here's the pyramid, right? There's this portion, then there's this portion, and then there's the top, right? This portion right here is where like a lot of these other different types of companies are, and it's just like a certificate roundtable where they sit, and they all have like these. It's like a certificate mill. What he talks about is ANSI, ANAB, the American National Standard Institute. This is where all the standards come from. Like your they're doing crypto, they're doing the I can't remember what the name of the number is. There's like a number that corresponds to every specific type of technology, or even some laws that has like a number. Crypto is one of them where they have like this number over in Switzerland where it corresponds to like the new regulation that they're coming out with. I can't remember what it is. If you know in the comments or down below, you can put it in there. But like I said, this type of roundtable where all these companies sit, this is where they all decide. Like I said, it's like people would always wonder where do these companies all get their this mass email. Like when you wake up in the morning, every news station has the same word for word this. Every ESPN, they're all saying the same thing. The gaming, video game companies, oh, if you don't go along with this, like at night when you're sleeping, they mass email out all this stuff, and like they wake up and they're like the message, and people are like, how are they doing this? And this right here is, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's being done through BlackRock ESG. Now let's scroll down a little bit more here. Now, something I was watching, a heel versus babyface video. It's another gentleman who talks about video games and movies, cultures, and stuff like that. He was talking about they have a lot of money. These people at ESG, BlackRock, Vanguard. They're one day they're doing a deal with Russia and Ukraine during the war. They stopped the war to go do a crypto deal. The next day they're purchasing land in Hawaii, which mysteriously none of their stuff gets scorched up. And then the next day this and the next day that. Like I said, it's very 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 I guess these are like the most luckiest people in the universe. They have trillions of dollars because of all the stuff they've, not had to be checked on in the past, and now they're dictating to other people. I think it's like, what? Okay, if you want to start a company, because like I said, not everybody has lots of money. After the pandemic, everything's hard. The prices are all over the place. They're doing whatever they want. People trying to get loans, people trying to start a business, people are trying to do, whatever. They'll say, hey, I would like to get a loan, or I'm already in this loan. What are, I'm going to continue doing. I'm doing. Oh, part of the loan or the rate that you're locked into is you doing some of these ESG integrations here. We want to make sure that your company is diverse enough, or you have the right type of black people, or the right type of white people, or Jew, or whoever, whatever type of person they pretend to care about, but they really don't. Let's read some of their ESG policy. Let's see. It says read more here. But again, you can already see it. You already know in your life. Put this in your food. Like I said, when I went to Germany last year, I drank a bunch of alcohol. I didn't get hangovers. You even sip one beer or something here, it makes you feel kind of sick. Oh, look at this. I don't even know if I can show you this right here, but look, I had the ESG policy. Look at this. It says page unavailable. We're sorry, we can't locate the requested page you want, right? Interesting, right? So they can't locate the page, but yet this is what you're supposed to go through within your entire life. So again, part of the tentacle is the Sweet Baby Inc. Now, the name of the company can be pretty much anything. It doesn't necessarily have to have any type of name or any type of thing. But there's there's a platform called Steam. You can download it for your computer. It's a computer application where you can download games and play games. There's a curator, like a person who has a Steam account. You can follow other people on there as well. It's called Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. It has the Sweet Baby Inc. logo, which is a little thingy right there, but it has like the little Ghostbusters X, the little cancel sign over it, and it has like, however many hundreds of thousands of people are following it now, and they have curated all the games and whatever else this specific company, Sweet Baby Inc., has actually had something to do with, and it lists all the games, right? But when people look down the games, they're like, wow, all of these games, there just seemed to be something very wrong with it, buggy, not finished. Like a lot of people would, like I said, when you run an application, it's supposed to be correctly finished. A lot of them are unfinished and like messes up your electronics, your computer, your PlayStation or Xbox, the gaming consoles or Nintendo. And some, like I said, some of the actual applications became buggy and messing it up, and then they found out these people, it's like a money laundering operation. Like, oh, pay us all this money, otherwise we're gonna get the people. Basically, it's a bunch of privileged individuals who are sent from one of these BlackRock type of companies or some type of three-letter agency, and they're, like I said, they don't have a job necessarily. They can live off of whatever. Oh my, there we go. They don't necessarily have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some streamers who just randomly become famous or randomly become popular, and then come to find out their family is involved with all this three-letter agency stuff, or very powerful people, kind of like a Ben Shapiro or like a Vaush guy with the very weird individuals. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of those things. Like, if you're not doing what they want, then then you don't get the rates. Then you don't get to this. Then you don't get to that, and then you get to be harassed by these companies who just show up out of nowhere, have all this money, they show up, they get to harass your game company, they get to harass your employees, like, oh, you're not being diverse enough, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And you're thinking, where do these people get the money and the time? Because regular people have to work every day. They have to wake up, they're doing all this stuff, and they're just hammering you every day with, oh, you offended me, lawsuit, privilege, oh, and all this stuff. And people are trying to figure out where it is. BlackRock, again, in the thumbnail for this video, the little SBI, this is called SBI, the little baby Inc., right? That tentacle is part of the BlackRock head, and Larry Fink is the little thing that I have on there. And this is part of it. They have trillions of dollars. They've accrued all the money from all the banking and all of this and that. And this is just one of the main ones. And like I said, they have these WEF Davos meetings where they can go. They meet up with everybody. They have like this, they know that enough people are watching it now. So it's like this fake meetings where they're like, oh, they had the guy from South America, from Argentina, Milei, like, oh, I'm gonna give this fiery speech to the New World Order. People are like, oh my God, it's so great, and they're still implementing ESG, and they're still implementing DEI, ruining everybody's stuff. And people are like, I don't understand, but he gave the fiery speech, and the election they're gonna save it. And again, I'll get to how this wraps up into the Super Tuesday and everything. So, like I said, this is one of those tentacles, and it's wrapping up the video games again because they're popular. People like the stories. People they see you again. They have a fun detector, and they see people having fun, and they're like, we got to destroy that. We can't no because what if somebody has fun over there, right? What if someone has fun over there and somebody inserts a message? Oh snap! And again, then they have to send the sweet baby ink, privileged, dorky. I have all the money. If you offend me, the CIA and FBI is going to show up at your door, people. Oh my God, the Anita Sarkeesians. Like again, these people don't just come out of nowhere. I want you to absolutely understand. These people are friends or family members of a this or that. Again, Vouch. This I don't watch this show, but he like tries to have a mustache like mine. And he has like he's just like some weird guy that is pushed over to kids, and he does a bunch of weird stuff. And again, millions of followers and all this different type of stuff. But again, I'm not ESG sustainable. Maybe I don't have rest. Maybe I should do something. Let's see. ESG risk analysis is now embedded in 100% of regular portfolio risk reviews. Sustainable related risks are considered in the same structure investment risk management process as traditional risks like credit or liquidity risk. So again, they're like measuring your actual financial usefulness based on the message and if you're willing to push it and to do whatever it is that they think is whatever type of lifestyle that they think that you need to live. They need to do. Oh, this person's not living the lifestyle over there. Okay, well, what if they get happy and they start pushing the message? This is not our message. We can't have that. So again, that's what they would. That's what they would do, right? So again, let's look around a little. And one of the things they were saying is they have all this money. Again, if they, it's like Disney. Like if Disney went around and purchased up everything, well, if Disney doesn't like your social media, or they know you personally and they don't like you, they're going to have all of their other subsidiaries, aka the pinch a penny down the street, the public, whatever they own everything. They're gonna be like, oh, why is my card not working? Like they will. This is literally what they do every day. Like they have nothing better to do because this is how they got where they're at. Because they're not just gonna sit around like let's compete with these people. No, the internet exists. That just blew their minds. Like, look, we can't be having this anymore. So again, now you're gonna say, what does this have to do with Super Tuesday? Now, all of these different types of people, they all are friends. They all know what's going on. They all hang out with. They're all bankers. They're all whatever. Like I said, they jet set around the world. They have Davos meetings, this and that. Obviously, Super Tuesday. Obviously, they would be interested in some of that, right? Because it's American politics. Now, for example, when I went over to Germany, right? I went over to Luxembourg, fantastic place, friends over there. Look, hey, what's up, Jerome? It's awesome, right? But like when they ask, like, oh, why is American politics so ridiculous? It's so crazy. It's so this and that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. And I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, over there, Luxembourg is very small. It's a beautiful place. They have like their issues, right? They're like Luxembourg issues, like this, right? France, the border of France is right over there. We talked with a lot of French people. France, they got their issues, right? And they're like, what's going on in America? And I thought about it and I was like, just thinking of Florida, there's like 1,000 things that are just absolutely out of this world, just like ignorant and just craziness. And I'm thinking about the rest of America and then actually knowing about every state in America and how insane it is and all the different types of stuff. And I was like, guys, America's just my friends say it's like its own planet. I'm like, yeah, actually, America is like its own planet because, you know, there's just so many different types of things going on that people would just assume, oh, well, this is just like a wild ride and we're all just kind of figuring it out. No, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry if you think that. It's unfortunately not like that. Because again, there's trizillionaires, there's trizillionaires. They have all the money. They have a money printer. They have a money machine. They can just, it's like they don't even have to print the money. They can just press the button and just make it zeros on a computer. It just goes for miles of zeros on a, you know what I mean? So it's like now that they're saying that they would like for you to participate in their system, which they created and purchased the earth from somebody, I guess. It now says BlackRock now pushes strategy level ESG integration statements for products across the active investment platform. And the platform is the whole earth and everything that they purchase, and everybody who's not part of that, they just call an enemy and say all this other stuff. So again, integration. They're trying to integrate, again, the food, the Monsanto, oh my God, is somebody eating non-poison? Like that's the type of stuff that you're dealing with. Or I call it poison. They call it sustainable integration. But again, this is what that is. Like they've mapped out everything. They have a giant like globe and like, all right, what is not owned by us? Like we have to do it. And like, okay, somebody's thinking over there, like, oh, silly us. We forgot to purchase people's minds. Oh, High Desert Pioneer. Everybody say hello to the High Desert Pioneer. He has just actually joined us here today. Let me look at my little thingy here. Yeah, so yeah, he did a High Desert Pioneer did a live stream. If it was earlier this morning or if it was yesterday, I don't remember. I went to the doctor today and just woke up. I'm a little tired. Um, where he was asking about the crypto and the how is this all going to integrate. They were going to Saints and Sappers. Hello. So he was asking how does the crypto and how's all the integrate and how's all that stuff going on. They have a financial crisis, right? We own trillions, all this other stuff's going on. What do? They're going to be like, oh, hey, guys, we switched to this new crypto now, so all that other stuff, all that debt, that's old news. You know what I mean? So then they're going to be like, yeah, they're just going to walk away from all the debt and the finance. Yes. They invented it. They can do whatever they want. They do not care. They'd be like, all the desert. Okay, look. And also, I tagged the High Desert Pioneer on my page, but because it was a specific type of post, the tags is read as regular letters. Yeah, that's probably their way out. Absolutely. Like I said, because that's their way out. They're like, how are we going to get out of it? Oh, he takes a pencil, draws a door. He's like, bye. And they just leave. Like, that's literally like what they're going to do, right? And so I tagged you in a post. You can just look on my community page. It's Crypto Hulk, right? A nice Italian gentleman, big swole guy, hairy shoulders, big, strong guy. Really cool gentleman. Crypto Hulk and Crypto Hulk 2. He's a former California police officer back in the 90s. Then he joined the U.S. military, I think, in 2010. He also worked as a deputy investigator at the State Department out in California. So he's a really smart guy, knows a lot of stuff, runs a show about crypto. He does deep dives every day, talks about how exactly the crypto works. For example, he did a show yesterday talking about how Russia just did a deal with Ripple, which is an American company. Brad Garlinghouse runs it, to do their new infrastructure for their banks. Because as he was saying, banks don't invent anything. People invent stuff and then they absorb it. Cryptocurrency, people, instead of putting your money in a savings account, people would put their money in a crypto exchange account. And let's say your bank account, you get like 0.5% or like half a percent, 2-3%, maybe like a half percent for savings, right? Some of these crypto accounts, you're getting like 8% per month because they're loaning out the money, doing all this other stuff. Other countries, I think Mexico and Philippines, they're really big with crypto, doing remittances. So because it's easier to transfer money back and forth with crypto, with Coinbase, with all these different exchanges and stuff. So the banks like their eyes exploded, like, oh, that competition is like times 100, times 200. Absolutely just hits them out of the park. Barry Bonds with as much steroids as he could possibly ever want. Just knocks them out of the park. They don't know what to do. So they have to take that over. Same thing. Oh, Super Tuesday. Here we go. So now they're like, okay, what's our way out? The financial crisis is building. The 2024 Super Tuesday and all the Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, Joe Biden nonsense is building. The Middle East isn't going the way it's building. It's like, what's their way out? They're going to crash everything. And they're going to say, oh, hey, look, guys, we have this new system that everybody's adopting now. Because remember, everybody's in on this. If you think, oh, I'm going to like Putin because of the Tucker Carlson interview or oh, Donald Trump is going to save us. Look, man, these people are old. They are old. I'm old right now. Okay, I'm 35. I hurt my back out in the yard doing the thing the other day. These people are not going to magically get up and ninja fly through the air and spin kick all the three-letter agencies and stop them from, doing the financial thing and all that other stuff. Stop. Please stop. High Desert Pioneer was laughing. Like, bro. Like, oh, Trump is secretly empowered. Okay, yeah, they're still using laser beams to set Hawaii on fire, take those people's land, and give them $700 8 months later. Okay? Ukraine says, peep, and then they give them $1 bazillion like this. And people in Ukraine ain't even getting that money. So again, Trump is going to save you. Okay, if he was going to do that, he would have done it now. If Joe Biden was going to save you, if JFK was going to save you, or whatever. Again, I'm not a Vladimir Putin fan. I'm not a Tucker Carlson. I just watch these people and I just report my channel on the news. Very interesting though. But Vladimir Putin did say something that was interesting, right? He said all these different presidents I've been in for because he's been in for like 20 some years, right? President of Russia. He's like, all these different presidents, they come and go, but you know who controls it? The president like Obama or Trump. They say, I'm going to do this and do that. And then the men with the black suits with the sunglasses come in, they whisper in the ear like this. And the presidents don't want to do that stuff anymore. And then they just go along with whatever's already going on. And I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. But again, a lot of people in America actually don't believe or know that. Like, again, Super Tuesday results are going on right now. Let's see. I'm watching RSBN here. The Trump's getting like ridiculously high percentage. Hold on, he's giving a speech right now. So Donald Trump is sweeping all the Super Tuesday states. And a lot of people are very happy about this. Very cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you can't vote for him or vote for this or that. I personally, don't believe in politics. I believe in, reality, unfortunately. But the thing is, they need that buildup because, like, when all these things crash at the same time, Americans, they're not going to be able to handle it and they're just going to, like, freak out. But again, a lot of people aren't. But it's very difficult to handle all these different things at once. Again, think about all these different things at once, like the giant octopus. Looking down, you're like, oh yeah, the octopus is grabbing all this thing. But if you were to look into your real life and say, oh, that's a tentacle. Oh, that's a tentacle. Oh yeah, and you can see where it's all going back to. It helps you understand how it's happening. Now, the Super Tuesday, Donald Trump wins, and now they're going to have all these other states. Nikki Haley, she wins D.C. because obviously she's the establishment pick. A lot of people are saying, how does this deal, like Trump is for freedom and all this stuff. Look, they want Donald Trump to win so they can have the Joe Biden rematch or the Hillary Clinton or the whatever, because that is ratings, that is money. Okay, if they wanted to take care of this guy or wanted to do anything, they would treat him like that treat any of us. They would just run up on him and do all this. I mean, for the Mar-a-Lago raid, they're like, hey, we're gonna raid you, okay? Just, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna call, okay, yes. No. Pretend like you didn't know. Yeah, we're coming. We're just not gonna let you win. No win. But make sure, get the cameras ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a spectacle. Okay, it's a very awesome, I say awesome in the sense of like a nuclear explosion, like the awesome power. Not that it's a great thing that's happening, even our eyes are getting scorched. It's like an awesome, display of, all this different type of stuff. Because regular Americans say there's no way that they could be doing all of this. But again, they have a bunch of different types of people who are controlling certain things. Again, one tentacle is the news agencies, making you do all this. Another tentacle is, the messing with the video games. Another tentacle is messing with the media. So again, it's like, I was watching like a Dr. Shiva video. No matter where you go, right, everything you see is something that they have allowed you to see. But again, when you see something that's not, it's like, wow, this is good. You can feel the authenticity of something. You're like, wow, this is great. Wow, this is great. And then they'll rush. Like, again, a CIA agent or an FBI or some weirdo agent on a plane, Hollywood person on a plane, boom, shows up. Hey, oh my God, you're so popular. Here's this. You wouldn't want to not miss out. And again, they have all day to do this stuff. Trump wraps up his remarks from Palm Beach, Florida. So again, there was a gentleman down in South Beach, South Florida, who got really popular during COVID, really popular during the pandemic. He wouldn't shut his gym down. He got very popular. He gave a couple of speeches like a right-wing or Republican type thing, and he was actually one of the only people that I've ever heard actually look in the crowd and use his ocular devices. He looks around. He's like, the more speeches I gave, I saw these dudes like looking super like a Secret Service agent wearing like I guess with casual Friday, which would be the exact same thing, but with like a slightly different color shirt, just like sitting there, just watching them, like, you know what I'm saying, like in the crowd, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, well, I guess I can't really be myself because there is no. He's like, hey, you're going too much this way. You need to steer back this way, because again, it's all about the direction that they want to steer America. That's what the BlackRock and the fake Republican loser, group. Like I said, they always conveniently lose. Like, oh, shucks, we just lost everybody. Better luck, better wait. Now another 4 years. Better wait another 4 years. And like, how many more groups of 4 years are you gonna wait before you're actually like, no, I actually don't agree with what you're saying. I actually don't like you doing all this financial goofball stuff. I actually don't like you sending all this money all over the place. Again, they'll use a hose, like a fire hose that sprays money all over the place. And then when it comes to you, they're like, I need more money for this fire hose. And they're like, but my money's not going to do anything to that. But again, it's all about the direction that they want it to go. And then anybody who steers off that direction, they try to bop them with a hammer. Again, which is the Sweet Baby Inc. thing, right? Because it's just like a company, again, all those people could be fired, all those people could disappear, and then just pop right back up at another company called We're the Greatest Ever Inc. You know what I mean? Or something pack or Z pack or B pack or Lee pack. You know what I mean? Like they'll just go back to their headquarters. They'd be like, "Oh, sir, we failed," and then the emperor would be like, "Oh, force choke them," and he'd be like, "Start another company and go back out there and make them follow the message." And again, Republican, Democrat, Green Party, all these different people, it doesn't matter. The only people that actually matter are people who are willing to be like, whether I like this or not, here's the real truth. This is it, right? Their opinion, like I said, even if they believe whatever, just an honest opinion, not like afraid to offend a party or this person or that person. Like when it's all said and done, I mean, like again, these people are not going to save you. Again, they cannot save you. So again, Super Tuesday is extremely important for these people because they're trying to create the narrative. Again, with the Sweet Baby Inc. Company for the video games, they have narrative consultants. Narrative consultants, right? You think they don't have the same thing for Super Tuesday? Again, it's so fantastic. And oh my God, the Supreme Court got the 9-0 Trump violation. They're like, oh wait, hey, hold on a second. Wait. So let me demonstrate what the Supreme Court was doing, right? And that whole situation. Supreme Court sitting there doing their thing, whatever. A bunch of the states are over here like, we're going to ban Trump. The Supreme Court's like, that's not a lot. That doesn't go along with the schedule for where we need to be for all the stuff. Nope, that doesn't go along with the schedule. 9-0, we let Trump back on the ballot. All the states, oh my God. Right over here, you created the anger, the anti-Trump anger. Now you got the pro-Trump people like this, and they just like that. And then the Supreme Court, all the BlackRock, all the people looking down like, look at these idiots fighting. Look at how much money we're making. Look at how many solutions they're not coming up with every day to the problems. Like, let's wait till the election. Is your family member gonna last that long for these? You know what I mean? Is your dog gonna live that long to the election? Do you have time to keep going to work are you gonna last that long until the election to solve these problems, right? How many more decades are you gonna go to work for a bazillion hours a year just to give them the money so that they can literally wipe their bums and then like literally light the money on fire and say, ha, we don't need it, but you need to keep giving it to us. Again, it's all about the direction they're trying to force it to go. What direction is that, you may ask? We want everybody to be stupid, lame, weak, dumb, and just like unable to even think, process. It's going to be like they want a bunch of, I don't even know. Like it's kind of weird what if you try to imagine where it's going. But like I said, there is a show, right, that I did watch. It's called Psychopaths. It's an anime show, and in this show, everybody, like above their heads, right, there's a number, like a hologram of a number floating above your heads, right? And if you get angry, if you wrong think, or if you go against whatever the government says, the number goes above like over 100 and it flashes red, and then robots come pick you up. You're done, and you get tortured. You become a criminal. Literally, when you do wrong think, the robots will come pick you up, and anybody around you, if they like look at you, then their number will change. So they have to, oh my God, wrong think, and they'll literally run away. And the system obviously crashes because this is in Japan, like actually a couple years from now. And even the guns are smart guns. Like the guy would shoot it and it has to do all this different stuff before it shoots the criminal. It's just like unbelievable stuff. But in the show, if you wrong think, you will literally be captured by the police, and they will literally either torture you to self-deletion, or they make you become another cop to go get other criminals who do the wrong think. That's part of the show, right? And I called into the Anthony Brian Logan show, and I told him about this. I have a video on my channel years ago. I recorded myself calling in and telling him this in like 2017 or something. It's a really good show. But like I said, in the show, it mimics, because it's a Japanese show, it mimics literal ESG. Like if you wrong think, a number will appear over your head and it'll start flashing red, and everyone looks at you and they run, like, oh my God, and they try to run away because you will be, and if you resist the cop, you even flinch, you get blasted. But again, not with the bullets, okay? It's like some weird laser that does even more horrible than you can even imagine. In the show, it's controlled by a bunch of people like, we don't follow the ESG, we could do whatever we want. So, and all the people are like walking around afraid to even look at somebody wrong, because then the robots will come pick you up. And it's just like a really horrifically terrible show. And people are like, oh, this is just some TV show. And again, now in 2024, people see the show, they're like, wow, wow, wrong thing. You'll literally get picked up. Again, in Canada, in England, I guess, again, there's a Commonwealth. England used to own Canada. They have like the whole French thing. It's still a Commonwealth country, I believe. And yeah, if you say something that offends somebody on Facebook, again, one of these people is connected. Doesn't even have to be a real person. It just be somebody who says, I was offended on that person's behalf. Like that is literally like robot AI picked him up. Person is thinking too much. Boop. Like, but again, the robot picking you up in this life is just on a screen, a little screen name appears and says, I was offended. You don't know if that's a real person. Again, what percentage of the ISIL, the Islamic State, blah, blah, blah accounts, what percentage of those Twitter accounts were ran out of the Langley place in Virginia or the MI6 place in England? It was like upwards of 60%. So like they're literally have a giant thing tweeting out all these, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And like that's not even a real person. Oh my God, Trump offended me. Is that a real person? Oh my God, Trump is the greatest. Is that a real person? Like, are these real people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does this 80,000 likes for somebody clipping their toenails? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bot picking you up. 80,000 people think that you've done this. Really? 80,000 real human beings? FBI's already at your door. It doesn't matter. Somebody comes and disappears at your door. It doesn't matter. Some weird, oh, I heard a noise in my house. And then something happens again. It doesn't have to be a guy in a suit with a name tag like, hi, I'm from the... It could just be, again, what is the CIA boot camp like? Do they wear a uniform like, sir, yes, sir? No, you dress up like an electrician. Again, I don't know if they changed it. Again, this is on like National Geographic on YouTube. I don't know if they still have it on. You can look it up. Again, you CIA agent, you dress up as an electrician. They have a bunch of neighborhoods. You pretend to do enough electric work so you look legit, and then you gather information on them so that something can happen to them later. Oh, Bob's got a drinking problem. Oh, he can't stop drinking. Oh, then they might put something in your drink. And then, yeah, it doesn't have to be, I'm going to come get you. It could be literally people have all day to search over this right here, ESG, BlackRock. Oh, we have some non-integrators. Oh, we have to go integrate them. We have to go, I could just pick any random word off this page and it would just sound horrible. Like, we need to go do a risk analysis about how we need to embed 100% of our risk regulation into the portfolio. Like, that sound like this is the stuff on their website. It's absolutely insane. I'm going to put this in the thing here when we're done. I'll probably go over one more. So Aladdin expands the ESG data available for making more informed investment decisions. What is Aladdin? Aladdin's innovative modeling tool will integrate more than 1,200 key performance indicators to deliver actionable, sustainable, driven investment insights. That literally doesn't mean a freaking thing. Like, that is the most nebulous statement of all time. Like, basically, we're going to be able to twist your back or arm like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. You're not living a lifestyle. I seem to be in my Learjet looking down at you poor pieces of you know what, and you're not happening to do what I want. So we're gonna make some, So again, this is the type of people that you're dealing with, right? This is the type of people that you're dealing with. This is the Larry Fink. This is what everybody is making all these memes about. And so now let's get on to the communications part. Now, just the other day, cyber attack. Oh my God, what's going on? They wouldn't cyber attack on a Super Tuesday. They cyber attacked before Super Tuesday. Everything shut down, right? And now, magically, as Super Tuesday comes, everything's back up and everything's fine because we want to make sure that everything's on time. The show must go on exactly how we want it to, because remember, they need to build it up to where it happens in a way that makes them comfortable, to where they're like, people are sufficiently angry a certain way so that they can manipulate to have a response that they want. If they're angry the way that let's just say people become upset in a way that's not beneficial for the Larry Finks and the ESGs and all that other stuff, then it becomes a problem, you see? Oh, looks like the Super Tuesday coverage is over. So again, a lot of these Super Tuesday states, Donald Trump's winning ridiculously, 70, 80, 90%. Only in Virginia did he not win as much because it's near DC, and a lot of people still live across the area in Virginia. But again, if they're owning all this different stuff, now again, at&t across the whole nation, everything went down. You can check this. There's a site called Down Detector, and every time you're like, hey, why is my social media not working? Why is this not working? You go to the site, and then other people will report, and you'll see, oh, a couple hundred, or maybe 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000. You'll be able to see how many people. Now, it's only the people that reported on that site that are down, but again, you still get 50, 100, 10,000. It's a pretty good site to, see when things are going down, especially because they have all of them on a spread, and you can see exactly when they all went down at the same time. AT&T owns a bunch of sites. They all went down at the same time a couple weeks ago, as I posted on my community tab. Just the other day, Cricket Wireless and all their Verizon stuff, all that went down at the specific day. A lot of people are seeing like this is very weird, like what's going on. Like I said, a lot of people are noticing their Facebooks or Instagrams not working or this and that, and it's like they might be doing some, some maintenance to the system, so they have to shut everything down, or they might be preparing for something that's more nefarious, like a cyber attack. So you never really know. But again, it all leads back to this BlackRock, the Vanguard, all these people owning all this stuff, doing all the crypto, doing everything at once. There's a lot more groups than just that, but again, that's where it's all at. I'm gonna leave that there for now. I'm trying to have Daryl Guberman back on the show so we can talk about how he's giving Boeing the 1-2. He's really giving it to him. You know what I mean? I don't want to give away too much, but he ended up finding the gentleman who's doing a lot of the stories. He met another lady who's got his name in some got a name in a newspaper. He's been sending me a lot of articles about how he's been like ripping Boeing and all these different people a new one for having cheap metals and not screwing in bolts in the plane wings and engines flying. Like, he's been giving them absolute hell, and it's fantastic. And I'm very happy that he's actually getting like actual movement on the Boeing stuff for everyone. And he's just a guy that I happen to have met on YouTube, and it's fantastic. So definitely, I'll put his stuff down in the description once I'm done. Let me know what you all think in the comments. What's going on? What have you been seeing? I'm going to do another one of these eventually. Like I always say, I'm going to do another one, but I come back to it. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. A lot of people in here. Let's see. High Desert Pioneer, Dara Guberman, Saints and Sappers. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. This has been me, Britt, over here at the Adventurers Guide to the Galaxy. I got a lot of videos coming up. Editing the night vision ones and everything. So doing all that stuff. Working in the backyard. Got some gardening videos coming up because High Desert Pioneer said you want to see those. Got the night vision video coming up. What do you guys think about Super Tuesday? What do you think about the Donald Trump, the Nikki Haley, the Joe Biden running? There's a lot of uncontested races. It's really weird. The Sweet Baby Inc. Again, just agencies popping up. Oh, your stuff isn't going along with the ESG. You're not ESG compatible. We're gonna start spreading rumors about you online, and then the rumor gonna come. Hey, maybe someone believes it. Maybe they just come up and do some. Again, you could not get away with that as a regular person. You couldn't even you can't even type something on social media without bots coming after you, let alone that. So what do you guys think about all this being connected? What do you think about the thumbnail? What do you think about everything? Definitely let me know what's going on. Stay safe. Seen my shorts for Super Tuesday. Thought I definitely will check it out. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm about to check it out in a few minutes because I got a couple of shorts I want to put together before midnight. Because if you want to, again, I figured out the algorithm. I don't know if it's Eastern Standard Time or just midnight, whenever you are. I publish my shorts directly after midnight, and they hit the algorithm first, and it goes great. So if you want to publish shorts, publish them directly after either Eastern Standard Time for New York time or midnight wherever you're at, and let me know how it goes. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Thank you all for standing by. Yeah, I literally have done it because I do it right after midnight, and I wake up in the morning. It's like 200, 300, 1,000, 10,000. It's like right after midnight on Eastern Standard Time. You publish a short, hit publish right at midnight, right afterwards, it goes. So that's how you defeat the algorithm. That's how we can work it because they're trying to hold us down. Definitely let me know what you think. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I will see you later.